Right, lesson number 3, again equation inequalities. Now we're solving equations involving fractions. So equations, we learn how to cross multiply, also learn how to work with restrictions. So in grade 9 you've learned that division by 0 is undefined. Therefore equations involving fractions always has restrictions to prevent any denominator becoming 0. Just to give you a quick example, there 3x minus 4. If I make the x there 4, I would have 4 minus 4, which gives me 3 over 0, becomes undefined. So if I had to solve that, x cannot equal 4 because then it's undefined. Right, but let's go to our first problem. Right, so here in problem 1, they've given us 5 minus 4x over 3 equal 1 over 2x. Should note x cannot equal 0 because 2 times 0 is 0 and 1 divided by 0 would make it undefined. Right, because I have only two fractions, I'm going to cross multiply. So 2 times 5 minus 4x, 3 times 1. So in theory, I'm multiplying the denominator away. Right, so that I don't have fractions. 2x times 5 would give me 10x. Positive times negative, negative. 2 times 4 gives me 8. X times x, x squared. 3 times 1 gives me 3. If I write it in standard form, I take minus 8 over, it becomes positive 8x squared. Positive 10x becomes minus 10x, and I have plus 3. So to factorize, as I said, if you get stuck here, use the quadratic formula, right? So there, 4x times 2x, give me 8x squared. Minus 3 times minus 1 gives me positive 3. But there, minus 3 times 2, minus 6, minus 4 gives me minus 10x. So 4x equal 3, x equal 3 over 4, or 2x equal 1, x then equal 2 half. Right, so hope you follow, understand. So if you get stuck with factorization, now you have the quadratic formula, which I've done in the previous lesson, right, to use it to factorize. Right, now in problem 2, now I have three fractions, 3x over 2 minus a quarter equal 5 over 4x. Right, my lowest common denominator is 4x, meaning 2 can go into 4, 4 can go into 4, and for all of them I need a x. Again, take note, x cannot equal 0, because 4 times 0 would be 0, and 5 divided by 0 would make it undefined. I've included an extra step here and multiply everything by 4x. It's my LCD, so 4x times 3x, 4x times 1, 4x times 5. 2 goes in 4x, or 4x divided by 2 gives me 2x times 3x. 4x divided by 4 gives me x times 1. 4x divided by 4x is 1, so I'm left with 5. 2 times 3 gives me 6, x times x gives me x squared. Negative x times 1 would simply stay negative x. Positive 5, if I bring it over, negative 5 equals 0. So 1 mark for writing in standard form. Alright, correct LCD and give you a mark for basically multiplying the denominator away. So there, if I factorize, 6x squared would be 6x times x. Minus 5 is plus 5 times negative 1. Right? Multiply the two furthest ones, so that 6x times negative 1 gives me negative 6x. 5 times x gives me 5x minus 6 plus 5 would give me the negative x. So from there, 6x equal negative 5, or x equal 1. So x equal negative 5 over 6. Alright, so there, 2, 4, 6 marks. 6 mark problem. Other times we would just mark it out of 4. Take that 2 marks away there, give you 1 mark for simplification, 1 for standard form, 1 for factors, and 1 for the correct answer. Right, hope you're enjoying the lesson, hope you're understanding. Right. Right, now in the third problem, this is a more complex variation of what we've done. Again, we have three fractions, but we have to factorize first. So 2x minus 3, x squared minus 4. Difference of two squares, so x times x. negative 2 times positive 2. So when I have x minus 1, to factorize the quadratic formula there, 2 is a prime number, so it can only be 2 times 1, and there minus 2 minus 1, because the middle term is negative 5. Gives me minus 1x minus 4x, which gives me negative 5. For the last one here, 2x times x, and again positive 2 times negative 1. Negative 2x or negative 1x plus 4x, 4 minus 1 would give me 3x. Right, so my lowest common denominator, I have x minus 2, I have x plus 2, right, and then I have 2x minus 1. X cannot equal 2, x cannot equal negative 2, and x can't equal half, because that would make all of them 0. Right, so 1 mark for each one correctly factorized, 1 mark for my LCD. Alright, so there I have x minus 2 cancel, x plus 2, I short 2x plus minus 1, so that becomes 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 1. Alright, so you see there 2x times 2x minus 1, that's what I short at the bottom. Remember, to add and subtract fractions, denominators must be the same. They have 2x minus 1, x minus 2, so I short x plus 2, so that becomes x minus 1 times x plus 2. They have 2x minus 1, x plus 2, so I short x minus 2, so that becomes 1 times x minus 2, so I got rid of the denominators. 2 times 2 gives me 4, x times x, x squared, minus 6x, minus 2x gives me minus 8x, negative 3 times negative 1 would give me positive 3. X times x, x squared, minus 1x plus 2x would give me 2 minus 1, which is 1x, negative 1 times 2, negative 2, and there I simply have x minus 2. Alright, write it in standard form. 4x squared minus x squared gives me 3x squared, minus 8x minus x would give me minus 9x, minus x would give me minus 10x. 3 minus 2 is minus 4. If I bring it over, 3 plus 4 would give me 7. So if I factorize, 3 is a prime number, I have 3x times x. 7 there is a prime number, middle term negative, so negative 7 times negative 1 to get positive 7. But minus 7x minus 3x gives me minus 10x. So x equal positive 7 over 3, shouldn't read negative, or x equal to 1. Alright, so hope you follow. There's your mark allocation, so you understand. Alright, if you want me to do more examples of this, I'll do a separate video. Please comment. Right, I hope you enjoy and you understand the process.